Hi, Ras here. Going to do my live analysis for this week. There are some pairs that I'll be looking at, and one of them will be AUDCAD. Record video. Okay, so this is my live analysis for AUDCAD for upcoming week. This week, okay, we have seen look from the daily price is looking towards the downside, so supply have taken over. This one is a rally based drop. Rally based drop, so that makes this into a supply zone. Rally based drop, so that makes this into a supply zone. Rally based drop, so that makes this into a supply zone. Okay, so that's for AUDCAD. We can see supply is more than demand, right? Supply is more than demand. So when the supply more than demand, we look to sell, and we are waiting for price to push up. So we will see, because price can push up either here or maybe even here, because why price is already went low. See, as it goes down, pull back, goes down, pull back, goes down, it will come into these areas one way or the other. For the weekly perspective, still looking towards very much into the downside. Okay, my target area for AUDCAD is at least until this major zone at the 0.9400 to 0.9500. Okay, so for AUDCAD is more going short, but let's see but there is like still build up of demand here, right? So most probably we will have to wait and see what happens to this zone before I can decide. But more leaning towards the short rather than any long setups in this case for AUDCAD. So that's it. I'm looking for short. Okay, so I'm going to save this. Okay, continue publishing. AUDCAD. Analysis. 22nd March to the 26th. Looking for short AUDCAD, and that's it. That's one of it. Just put this one, text AUDCAD short, supply and demand, power section, and that's it. Yep. So we shall go to the next pair. So I've done my analysis for AUDCAD. So the next pair, that GJ. Okay. No, sorry, CHFJPY. Okay, this is my analysis for CHFJPY for upcoming week. Okay, we can see that while price is in a uptrend, but based on last week, what I see a rally based drop that's happened here. So this is the rally based drop here, so it makes this into a supply zone. There's a rally based drop also here, so I'm going to make this into a supply zone. So last week what happened is that price make a false break of the previous high, and we test this broken structure here. Okay, so that is that zone in the weekly. What am I seeing on the daily? Rally based drop here. I want to take this out of the way. Rally based drop at here, and then drop base drop. So this is the supply zone. Drop base drop. So another top supply zone. The main supply zone is actually around here. Okay. So price react to the supply zone and then make another drop in the daily. So in the H4, what can we expect? So I'll be waiting for price to come up into a rally based drop again, and the idea is still to go short in this market. No long setups for me, because based on the higher time frame, it still shows that the supply is still a lot and much more stronger than demand. Okay, but for now you should see price hovering on this area over the next few days. Okay, so I'm not interested in taking any long positions at this moment, because any long position will be just short-lived as long as these two main supply zone has not been taken out by the market. Okay, so CHF yen, I'm still looking for a short. So CHF yen short still, and that's it. Just waiting for price to come back to the zone, and then I will update again as go along. Cheers. Okay, so we are done with CHF yen. Continue publishing. CHF yen short 22nd March to 26. Looking for short CHF yen. Short trend analysis, public idea, supply and demand, short CHF yen, price action analysis, and that's it. So we're going to go to the next pair. Most probably I'll just take around 5 pairs for this upcoming week. I'll just take only 5 pairs. Next pair is yen. We have gone to euro yen. Should be short, but I don't find interesting. Okay, for now I'm just going to euro GBP as well. I'm going to leave out the USD pairs because it's quite messy. Okay, let's begin from the bigger time frame. We can see that this is a rally based drop here, which makes this into a supply zone. Rally based drop, rally based drop, this supply zone. Okay, then we can see another rally based drop here, rally based drop, this confirmation, this one supply zone, and then make it drop based drop, drop based drop. So in this case it's still and still within the inside bar. Okay, so in this case the nearest supply zone should be around here. Now we can see that in terms of price is consolidating here, so I should expect price to move up to retest this zone one way or the other. So I'll be waiting for price to come up. Oh shit, I never record. Let me record the idea first. Okay, Euro GBP again. So Euro GBP weekly, what happened in the weekly last week? Last week weekly, I think there's no buyers, there's no sellers as well. It's just become a doji candle. Okay, but the outlook is still looking towards the downside, in which probably into the next area of demand, which is around here. This should be the quite a strong demand at the 0.8300. Okay, for still looking for short. Going to the daily, we can see that there is no sell momentum coming and the demand is fell short, so price need to get into a supply zone in order for price to go lower. And the supply zone that I can see from here, there are two major zones I would say. So this is one of them, drop based drop, and then rally based drop. So these are my two major zones to look for a short. So based on this momentum, price should go up and retest. So right now there's no sell set up, there's no buy set up also as well. The only thing is that price is reacting on a demand here. There's a drop based rally here. So we are not going to take any shorts from here, but we are not also going to take any buys from here based on this higher time frame outlook for this pair. Okay, so for the meantime, it's still leaning towards the short position, except that price need to go up to gain liquidity and a better price for this short. So hoping for another rally based drop for us to ride on this pair towards the downside. If I'm gonna see in this case, right, let's see now, does it make sense? Yeah, okay. So price can still go up here, but I never use trend line, I just use supply and demand. Okay, so in this case there is a demand here, so I'm not taking any positions right now, no more. I'll make entries. My entries are all limited to the New York session. So this is just my analysis. Price can do whatever it wants right now, and I don't care what I want to do right now. So my longer time frame perspective is still towards going short for this pair into this zone. And that's it for Euro GBP. So I can only give for the meantime, I only take these three analysis first because these are the best that I can see. The rest will be like pound yen, euro yen. I mean, it will be the same classes of pairs. So it doesn't make sense for me to talk pound yen, CHF yen, euro yen, NZD yen, whereas the direction is always the same. And in this manner, I diversify my risk as well. We can't trade all three yen pairs into one, so that if your two other positions never go with your analysis, you still have another one or two more. Okay, so Euro GBP looking for short. Okay, short. Analysis, Euro GBP. What kind of entries I'm looking for? Short. What kind of methods am I doing? Supply and demand. Wrong spelling. And do I include for session, yes. And that's it. Yep. There are a lot of people who are like, they will, I mean, some other people might just, you know, give you an analysis of so many pairs, right? But I don't see any relativity, because for instance, the more pair if I'm going to give you, then there will be a lot of things you want to choose from. Then your risk will not, I mean, you're going to trade too much pairs in one go. So it's better to filter all those and try to look for something that is really clear. Alright, and that's it. See you guys soon, and I will keep updating as this week progresses. Cheers.